thank you for joining us, and good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are joining us around the world. Welcome to the latest edition of the CWC COGEN World Coalition COGEN World Talks. Today's webinar will focus specifically on district heating and cooling, and we're very pleased to have a distinguished panel, which I'll introduce shortly. But to kick things off, in a moment, I'll turn over to Tom Smith, the CWC president, who will give some welcoming introduction remarks. Just as a reminder to everyone, we're recording this webinar and will be made available on the CWC website after the event, a few days after. We have over 100 people registered for the webinar, so we expect people to come and go. But of course, you can see the full completed webinar and the PowerPoint presentations on the CWC website. If you have questions, please use the Q&A function on the Zoom platform. You can do it whilst people speak or after. We will have a dedicated Q&A session at the end, which I will moderate. So that's the practical stuff out of the way. So I'm very pleased to turn over to Tom Smith, the CWC president, to give some welcome and introductory remarks. Tom, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Hans. Hopefully everybody can hear me okay. I see Jan Buick, you're on the line here. I'm in your beautiful country of Canada today, so haven't been here since COVID, so it's nice to get back. You know, one of the reasons I'm here in Canada is there's a large cogeneration project in Hamilton, Ontario, just a little bit south of where I am in Toronto, that serves health systems in Canada here, and I work for Caterpillar, and we put in some equipment in a CHP mode to provide electric power and thermal energy. So again, like a district heating type of structure that all the great speakers like Jan and Sven and Alex and others will be talking about. So having CHP in district heating is super important, as the demand of electric power and thermal energy are growing throughout the world. A little bit about the CWC. We were established in 2021. A number of people felt that there needed to be a common voice for our industry, not just in the regional and national groups that we're involved with, but on a global level. Hans was good enough to stand up, in addition to his role as the administrative director of COGEN Europe, to sort of take charge. I'm the current president of that, which is a great honor. We currently have, around 23 members of, sort of larger companies involved in the CHP industry globally. It's a super important message that we bring to provide a platform for industry to increase the awareness of combined heat and power and the benefits that we have with reliability, sustainability, and cost-effective production of energy. So we'd love to get more members. Obviously, the strength of any organization is in its membership, and it's critical that, we get this great message out. A couple of things. I did an introduction not too long ago for an event that we did like this in Japan, and it was sort of interesting because it fell on the 140th anniversary of really COGEN. COGEN started sort of as we know it today in 1882 in New York City, where Thomas Edison, put together a facility that provided electric power and thermal energy to buildings in New York. And it's been a technology that's been around 140 years and growing. A lot of good things for our industry. I'm also the current president of the Combined Heat and Power Association in the United States, and we have incentives that are there on a federal level that could go up as high as 50% for people that install COGEN. So I think a lot of governments, are seeing the benefit. And with that, Hans, I'll sort of turn it back. And again, super excited to listen to the presentations and be involved with the organization.
Thank you, Tom. Thank you for your very sound introductory remarks.